guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I'd do something a little bit different than what I normally do, and I thought that I would put my K-pop concert experience into making a kind of K-pop concert survival guide so that you guys who are just starting to go to K-pop concerts, so if a K-pop concert's been announced in your country or your city and you don't know what to expect, maybe this guide can kind of point you in the right direction. So without further ado, let's get started. So my first and most important tip for the greatest K-pop concert of your life would without a doubt have to be the tickets. The tickets are kind of one of those factors that are going to decide on how much fun you actually have during the concert. So I would actually encourage that you buy tickets as soon as they go on sale, so you're there right when the clock hits whatever time the tickets go on sale, and you try to get front row seats, which unfortunately are the most expensive, but they do come with the most perks. You're probably going to be as close to your idols as you're probably ever going to be in your life, and at the K-pop concerts that I have been to, the front rows are usually the ones that actually get all the fan service from the idols. So try and aim for front row seats, because who knows, the idols could just reach out and just grab your hand or shoot hearts at you, or just something that you'll remember forever, and it'll just make your night just completely memorable and so special, especially if it actually turns out to be your bias. Another benefit to purchasing the most expensive tickets on offer, which usually are the VIP tickets, is the high touch events. Most VIP tickets for concerts will actually come with a high touch pass, and what a high touch event is the idols will sit at a table, and those who have high touch passes will just walk along the table and you'll get to high five each member of the group. Sometimes it is only one member, so you have to double check that, and you'll have to pick your favourite member, probably your bias, to actually high five them. But for the most part, you do get to high five the whole group. It's very quick, so you don't really get much of a chance to actually chat with them. You can probably throw in like a I love you or insert K-pop group fighting here. You know, it's very quick, but it is a really great opportunity, because not only do you get to touch your idol, but they get to see you and they get to kind of acknowledge your existence. So it's really a good way to make really good memories of that K-pop group. My second tip for a great K-pop concert is merch. Now, this kind of depends on your country and I guess your location, but some K-pop concerts do end up selling merch. This can be quite overpriced merch. So if you can't afford the merch and you still want to maybe bring like a glow stick or wear a t-shirt, don't be afraid to pre-buy your merch. And I'm not saying, you know, go on eBay and, you know, buy unofficial merch. You can do that if you want. I mean, I have used unofficial glow sticks at concerts, but official merch is also sold on eBay for probably significantly cheaper than most countries. My third tip is for the day of the concert, and that is to absolutely 100% try and look the best you have ever looked in your life. Plan your outfit beforehand, you know, try and make yourself look as cute and as pretty as possible for your idols. And also another tip that I have is to try and stand out. For me, when I went to my K-pop concert, I had bright turquoise hair, and that really kind of grabbed the group's attention because I was in the front row as well. And you know, they did recognize me after the concert as well, because of the hair, just because I was wearing something crazy. I think I was wearing Corpse Bride patterned leggings, and I was just going all out. I had like bright blue eyeshadow on. I was just looking like a human rainbow, honestly. So that would be my tip. Try and just stand out from the crowd, because there are going to be a lot of people at these concerts. Unless you don't want to stand out and you just want to blend, you know, that's cool. That's cool, you can just blend. I mean, either way you'll still have fun, and who knows, they probably still will look in your direction. But if you do want them to absolutely, without a doubt, remember you, just try and stand out as best you can. My fourth tip is also for the day of the concert, and that is the things that you will probably need to bring to survive the concert. The first thing is tickets. Make sure you have your tickets before you leave. And also, you may also need to bring water. Some companies and venues won't allow you to bring water into the venue, but some really don't mind, and that will just mean that you won't have to get up and leave the concert to go to the bar and get water. That'll mean that you have water on you at all times. And if it is a general admission concert, on the floor it can tend to get really hot, so you do need to stay hydrated. So make sure that if you are allowed to bring water, and bring a lot of it. And the third thing that you are going to need to bring is absolutely a camera. Some concerts and venues won't actually allow you to bring a camera in, which is pretty much the standard for most of the concerts that I have been to, because they were all seated, so it was quite easy for the security guards to go over and confiscate and warn people about cameras. They may not even have a no camera rule, but just be aware that if you are caught with a camera where you're not supposed to, they could actually kick you out. So just make sure that you follow the rules of the venue, just so you're on the safe side, so you don't get kicked out on the night. Cameras are just another way that you're going to capture your idols and you're going to remember the night. But try not to film too much. It's really tempting to film the whole concert so that you don't actually forget what's happened on the night. But I tend to find that when I do film concerts, I sometimes get so wrapped up in filming it that I actually forget to watch it. So maybe film just a little bit of your favourite song, or if a favourite dance move or something's coming up, just grab your camera out and just shoot some little things. You don't need to film the entire concert. Maybe if you just want to film like a song or two, just to have something to remember the night by, that is totally cool. My fifth tip for your K-pop concert is a little bit of a weird one, but it is to actually network. When you think about it, everybody in that room that is watching the concert loves the same thing that you do, which is K-pop. Or at the very least, just that group, but at least you still have that group in common. So it's actually a really good chance to actually network, because not only do they like K-pop, but they also probably live in your city. And for me, while I do have friends that do like K-pop, they are kind of hard to come by. It did, you know, take quite a bit of time to actually meet those people. So if you don't have any friends that really like K-pop, or you only really have one that's kind of into it and you want more friends that like K-pop, here is your opportunity. Everybody in that room loves K-pop. Just turn to the person next to you and maybe just say hi and ask who their bias is. If they don't kind of respond and you think it's a bit weird that you're talking to them, just go and talk to somebody else. There's probably going to be hundreds and hundreds of people there. And who knows, you could end up exchanging Tumblrs or Facebook or phone numbers, and you could end up with a new friend that you wouldn't have had if you hadn't taken the first step in introducing yourself. My sixth tip for making this K-pop concert the best night of your life is, strangely enough, lyrics and fan chants. For me, when I listen to K-pop music on my own, I'm fine at singing. I'm fine. But when I get into a public situation, like karaoke, I have sung K-pop at karaoke before, or at concerts, the lyrics just totally escape from my head and I just cannot remember them, and I am just left fumbling around trying to remember the words like an idiot. Don't let that be you. learn the words to their popular songs and just all their songs, and just practice their discography so that on the night you are prepared and you can just sing along. And if you are in the front row, they'd probably be really impressed that you're actually able to sing along to their songs, which is going to be a really great thing for them to see that people from other countries are actually supporting them, and also learn the fan chants as well. At my K-pop concerts, the fan chants haven't really been done. I don't feel like, in Australia at least, the fan chants were particularly that important. We kind of just ignored them unless they were like super duper obvious ones. But if this K-pop group does have some really obvious fan chants, try and learn them and just get involved. You know, I've heard in interviews that K-pop idols really appreciate fan chants, and I feel like they would appreciate them just as much, if not more, from their international fans, to show that they're getting involved. So I actually forgot to film an outro to this video, and it's super late right now, so I'm trying to be really quiet. But I hope this survival guide was helpful to you guys in any way, and if you have any stories from K-pop concerts that you've been to recently, please feel free to share, because I actually really enjoy hearing about them. But that's all for my K-pop concert survival guide, so if you like this video, please don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week.